Hey guys, today we're exploring this village and going down the memory lane. And when you talk of memory, this is one of the plants that really played a big role in my growing up as a child. We used to take the seeds and eat them. I don't know why they were so delicious back then, but these ones are still green. When they are ripe, they are black. We would take them and eat them as we play. I don't know why they were so nice. If you ever did that, please let us know. And just as I said, today we are going to walk, explore the village, and talk as we do that. So, welcome back. If you are new to this channel, this is Afriana Narratives. Please subscribe and accompany me in this early morning walk. One of the things I never get tired of doing in the village is observing the sunrise. Gosh, you can see just how beautiful that is. I even had to take a break and take a picture just so I can show you how beautiful it is when the sun rises in the village. And so one question that nearly everyone asks me is why I chose to do African content. And that's what I'm going to talk about today as we walk. The reason why I did this was I met this guy in a comment section of a certain YouTube channel. He asked a question like, I quote, "Are there any normal people in Africa?" And he was asking that because the content that were being posted on that channel were very degrading and very, inhuman. And that's just not that channel alone. Most content creators picked Africans to be very barbaric and very, so backward. But one thing that I wanted to do was to show the world that there are very normal people in Africa, and we're just proud of our culture. Like we have fridges, but we still prefer to take water from pots. We have running water, but we still prefer going to the river. Stuff like that. It's not like we don't have these things, and it's not like we can't do without them. We just want to cherish the memories that we had as children and, of course, as Africans in general. So that's why one of the reasons why I chose to do African content. And before I go to the second reason, I want to tell you something about this homestead, this rental that you're seeing in the video right now. My family moved to this area when I was a teenager, and we spent our years living in these rentals. And you see those 3 doors, we had lived in all those 3 houses. Yeah, so I have a lot of memories in that compound and with this area in general. And so as we proceed, I'm taking you to, there's another river somewhere down here. As we go to the river, I'll tell you about the second reason I chose to do African content. By nature and by birth, I happen to be dark-skinned like many other Africans. And when I was in high school, there's a teacher, my class teacher used to call me Blackie. We were 2 Blackies. There was Blackie 1 and I was Blackie 2. And there was that kind of stigma that came with being too black compared to other people, because there's this mentality that you have to be brown for you to be beautiful. So I grew up with that kind of stigma, and I was feeling like, is it really possible for someone that dark to, speak to the world? And that's one of the reasons why I really struggled with YouTube. When I was starting, I started as a faceless channel because I never had that self-esteem to face the camera. And now I started these Afriana narratives to celebrate people like me, especially those who are Blackie 1, 2, 3, and so on, if there are, because I want people to also know that we can celebrate our culture and celebrate African people. Even as we tell the world about Africa, we don't just tell the world about the ugly sides of Africa. We can still tell the world the good, the bad, and the ugly. Wow, guys, wait. Who is as intoxicated as I am with that sunshine? Just look at it. It's so nice. I even had to pause the video to just take repeated pictures. It's only in the village that we get to enjoy the sunrise and the sunset like this. Not even in African cities can you get to see such spectacular sights. And here we go, guys. We've arrived. This is the location of the river. And just in a short while, you're going to see where I used to fetch water as a teenager. So refreshing and so cool. The place is so calm. Yeah, this is the river. The third reason why I chose to do African content is because I love Africa. And I want everyone to love Africa and share in the beauty of Africa. So I know that should have been the first reason, but sadly, it happens to be the third reason. There's no order. I just randomly talked about them. So yeah, I want you to enjoy and listen to the frogs croaking and the crickets and see how Africans live. The chirping sound in the background is made by crickets. There are so many all over. And of course, the frogs can't be left behind. You can hear them croaking everywhere. Yeah, enjoy. If you've never been to Africa, you can take this as an opportunity to know more about Kenya. And if you are a Kenyan, it doesn't hurt to know more about other places. Yeah, it's fun and it's relaxing and it's enjoyable. Yeah. And before I go back, I'm just taking you to a higher ground to be able to see the whole place from a raised area. This place is slightly raised, so when we zoom down, we'll be able to see how it looks from above. We call it the bird's eye view. I think I'm right. I hope I'm right. Hey. Or is it the angle of depression? I can't even remember. It won't be nice of me not to say the person who inspired me to do this content. You can find Angela Samanambiru on YouTube. Yeah, she's one Ugandan YouTuber that I really admire. Someone told her she's the darkest person he's ever seen, and her reaction was amazing. I'm heading back, and this road is as slippery as usual. The path, I mean. The last reason why I chose to do this type of content is because it's the most natural thing I can do without faking. Like, it just comes, and it's something I live, it's something I enjoy, it's something I don't have to think about before I do, and it's my day-to-day life. So it's very easy. I don't need to compromise, I don't need to fake, I don't need to do so much research about it, because it's something that I live, I enjoy, and I'm passionate about. So yeah, welcome to my world. Let me know if you enjoyed walking with me down the memory lane. And if you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe, and please like and share this video. Any feedback and recommendation is welcome. So I almost forgot to show you the path that my siblings took to school. I was older when we came over here, so I definitely need to go to their primary school, but this is the route that they used. Please subscribe.